Hey, Coach Aaron here. Just want to jump on here real quick and analyze my state record for the 200 IM that I set last month in November of 2024. This was at the South Lyon meet, just a random Michigan Masters meet. It's a really fun race that I spent about 13 weeks preparing for. Dropped a lot of time from the summer. So in the summer, I swam the 200 IM at Nationals and went a 158. Wasn't really happy with that. The record was 156. I knew I could get there. So put in some serious training for about 3 months going into this race. Had a lot of fun. I got to race my friend Alex Danielewski, which you'll see here in the video as well. So I just wanted to get in here and kind of look at race where I can make improvements and compare it to some of my other races. So let's go ahead. Let's dive in. So here we go. Start. Alex and I first off the blocks got good reaction time. Underwaters are good. You can see he is better at the underwaters than I am. Pretty fun here. Announcer was one of my friends, one of the girls I had Spanish class in college with, Maria. She was there sitting with them, so he announces me here, and I'm going to turn off this volume. So butterfly was pretty good. Took it out in 24-0. I'll pull up the splits here afterwards. Nice, relaxed butterfly. Still need to get better at my underwaters, so that's going to be an area that I keep working on. We can see here in the backstroke, really working my tempo. Normally I take the backstroke pretty easy, but wanted to push it to know that I could get going a little bit quicker on it. So a big thing that I'm focused on after this race has been my underwaters and then backstroke and breaststroke. Here's my backstroke turn. Pretty good. Got off the wall pretty well on it. I was pretty happy overall with this race. I feel like I swam it pretty well for me. Breaststroke, I got to work on making it a little bit more fluid, getting back to the front. I got a little bit of pause on my stroke when I get to the top of the stroke. I got to keep working on pulling myself forward and then lunging forward again after and really throwing my body at it. You can see Alex is starting to hurt a little bit here. So I started catching him. He moved over to the other side of the lane, so I couldn't get some draft on him either. But we're moving on up here. I think I outsplit him here by maybe a second. So catching up, and then freestyle. I knew if it was going to be close coming down to freestyle, that would pass him. And so here we go, making the move. Freestyle needs some work too. It's just a little choppy and kind of throwing my arms, flailing almost. So working on trying to make it just a little bit more fluid to get going forward. And then see here, we do pretty well. I get my head down right there. Probably could have got done the stroke earlier, but better than I did at Nationals. I breathed all the way into the finish. So pretty fun race overall. Let's check out my splits. So if we're looking down here, took out the butterfly 24-0. Just nice, relaxed butterfly. I've never really had to push butterfly in the IM. So that might be something I play around with in the future. But really, right now, I think just if I just focus on backstroke and breaststroke and building up my fitness a little bit more, that's going to make help me go even quicker on it. So real happy with that split. I went 28.5 on the backstroke. Again, pretty happy. And then 33.63 on the breaststroke. So that's my first 150, which is pretty cool because if we look at my best time when I was swimming full time in college at Oakland University, uh, for my best IM, I was a 151.96. And to start off the first 150, I was out 126.0. So I was only less than 2/10 of a second off from my best split. So the first 150 almost identical to my best swim. All the splits are pretty much the same 23.9 versus 24.0, 28.3, 28.5. Breaststroke was faster than it was in college. So I was 33.6 and then 33.7. And really, where this comes in, I think with another couple months of training, I can bring my freestyle down. I brought it back into 25.8, which is pretty speedy. I just had a lot left in the tank. I should probably push a little bit harder in this first 150, but brought it home really strong. And then I was only able to bring it back in 28.3. So I think if I can bring this down to 26, we'd be really close to going a best time, if not going a best time on it. And especially if I can bring down that backstroke, breaststroke too. So pretty exciting. I'm only 2% off my best time ever, which is 2.63 seconds off. And then this is pretty crazy is that in 5 months, I dropped 3.5 seconds to my IM. So these were my splits at the national meet at IUPUI during the summer. Butterfly, half second slower, backstroke second slower, breaststroke second slower, freestyle second slower. So that's where all the time came in was right there, 3.5 seconds. I split pretty consistently, know where my butterfly is going to be compared to backstroke, breast, freestyle. I'm hoping I can make that middle 100 a little bit faster. So that's what I'm doing in my training right now is really hammering backstroke, working the underwaters, and then getting better at breaststroke, throwing my body into it. And I'm having at least 1 to 2 focused workouts of IM work every single week. So making sure that I'm getting my heart rate up, I'm pushing it pretty hard on it to help me go faster for the 200 IM because I age up in March. And now Alex currently holds the record, so we're gonna have a rematch. So I need to be faster than him come April for the Michigan Masters State Meet. So that's what we're preparing for. We keep pushing each other in practice, and we both want to get that record, which is pretty fun. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I do enjoy going over these race videos. So if you want me to go over more technique work, just let me know. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon.